Math is super easy. Yeah, anyone can learn it. Let's solve it together. You can do it too.
We're talking about the standard addition algorithm. Now, I know it sounds a bit fancy, but it's literally just a super reliable, step-by-step way to build up numbers and solve really big problems. Okay, let's dive right into this with a real-world challenge. Picture this. Your school is doing a massive fundraiser. A class in Edmonton raises 247 Canadian dollars, and another class in Calgary raises 385 Canadian dollars. We need to know exactly how much they raised altogether. Now, you might be looking at those numbers and thinking, whoa, adding that in my head might be a little tricky. And you know what? You're absolutely right. When we visualize it, we've got a pretty good chunk of cash from Edmonton and an even bigger chunk from Calgary. When we combine them, we're obviously going to get a pretty large sum. And honestly, when numbers get this big, mental math can sometimes let us down. That's exactly why we need a totally foolproof, step-by-step mathematical procedure to solve it perfectly every single time. Which brings us to section 1, the power of place value. Before we actually stack these numbers up, we need a super quick refresher on the secret ingredient that makes this whole algorithm work. Think of place value as the specific home for every single digit. A number isn't just some random jumble. Every digit has a place it belongs. We've got our ones, our tens, our hundreds, and our thousands. And when we use our addition algorithm, we're going to be visualizing these columns, our ones, tens, and hundreds, stacked neatly together right on top of each other. All right, let's look at section 2, the step-by-step setup. Now that our place value columns are fresh in our minds, let's jump into the setup. Seriously, once you learn this little procedural checklist, it becomes your absolute ultimate tool for adding any large numbers together. I'll walk you through it, and we'll do it together. Step 1, we always align our numbers by their place value. Step 2, we start way over on the far right and add the ones. And step 3, we simply move to the left, adding the tens and then the hundreds. Easy, right? So for step 1, we organize the numbers just like you'd see on a math worksheet. The ones are right over the ones, the tens are right over the tens, and the hundreds are directly over the hundreds.
Okay, moving right along to section 3, mastering the regrouping rule.
Now, what's really interesting as we start adding is that we might run into an exciting little twist. Check out 7 plus 5. That equals 12. The answer is literally too big to fit in its column. We absolutely cannot put a 12 in the ones column because 12 is really just one bundle of 10 and 2 ones. So we do something called regrouping. We keep the 2 in the ones column and we carry that bundle of 10 right over to its proper home in the tens column. Let's watch this regrouping magic happen with our fundraiser math, starting on the far right with the ones. 7 plus 5 is 12. So we keep the 2 and carry the 1 up to the tens column. Let's move on and see how this builds into a totally different scenario. Let's say we're on a classic Canadian road trip. One part of our trip covers 156 kilometers from Calgary heading toward Red Deer. Then we drive another 238 kilometers farther north. What's our combined distance? We set it up the exact same way. We align our 156 and 238 perfectly by place value. Starting over in the ones column. 6 plus 8 is 14. We keep the 4, carry that 1 bundle of 10. Moving to the tens, 1 plus 5 plus 3 is 9. Hey, look at that. No regrouping needed there. It fits perfectly. And finally, the hundreds. 1 plus 2 is 3. Just like that, we get our total, 394 kilometers. This brilliantly illustrates how our algorithm handles North American measurement distances just as easily as it handles money. All right, grade 6, let's really raise the stakes here. What if we have more than 2 numbers to add? Imagine a local farmer's market taking inventory. They've got 342 berries, 286 Bannock ingredients, and 175 crafts. How in the world do we find the total inventory? Well, don't worry, because the exact same algorithm applies. We literally just stack all 3 numbers in their proper place value columns. Let's add up the ones. 2 plus 6 plus 5 equals 13. Keep the 3, carry the 1. Now the tens. 1 plus 4 plus 8 plus 7 equals 20. So what do? We just write down the 0 in the tens column, and we carry our 2 bundles of 10 right over to the hundreds column. Simple as that. Finally, the hundreds. 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 equals 8. And we can proudly reveal our final count. The combined stock count for the berries, Bannock, and crafts is exactly 803 items. See? Stacking 3 numbers is really just as easy as stacking 2.
Now for our final step, Section 4, checking work with estimation. We've done some seriously amazing calculations today, but every great mathematician knows there's one final, absolutely crucial step to any math problem, and that is making sure our exact answer is actually reasonable. Think of estimation as your mathematical safety net. By quickly rounding our numbers before or after doing the hard math, we can do a rapid mental check to see if we're in the right ballpark. If our exact answer is totally wild compared to our estimate, we know we probably need to go back and double-check our regrouping and regrouping.
Let's try this with our farmer's market inventory. We had 342, 286, and 175. Let's round those out so they're super easy to add in our heads. 342 is pretty close to 300, 286 is basically 300, and 175 is close to 200. So 300 plus 300 plus 200 equals an estimated 800 items. Now, the crucial point here is that our rounded estimate of 800 is incredibly close to our exact calculated answer of 803. This tells us our algorithm worked perfectly and our answer makes total sense. Okay, let's quickly recap the amazing steps we've mastered today. Number 1, always align your place values straight up and down like a worksheet. Number 2, always add starting from the right and move to the left. Number 3, regroup those bundles of 10 and carry them over whenever a column adds up to more than 9. And number 4, always do a quick mental estimation to check your work. You now have the absolute best tool for adding multi-digit numbers. If the standard addition algorithm can help you confidently combine Canadian dollars, track massive road trip distances, and calculate huge market inventories, I really want you to think about this. How big of a number do you think you can build up next? Whether it's adding massive North American wildlife populations or mapping out data across all the Canadian provinces, you are completely ready to add it all up.